the poem like this: 零碎山河颠倒数，不成图画更伤心。Means the nation, country, the mountains, rivers scattered. The tree or plant upside down. The entire scenery is not a scenery anymore. So how can I paint a picture with my broken heart?
The exhibition presents 130 Chinese paintings and calligraphies from the 17th century. This includes the late Ming and early Qing dynasties, and it is historically one of the most turbulent periods in Chinese history. It's an odd feature of Chinese culture that many of the greatest works of art have come about and been created in periods of turmoil.
因为17世纪呢，它是一个在中国整个的历史的进程中呢，是一个很重要的一个时期，因为它是由这个明朝的政权向清朝政权过渡。那么新的这些思想就在这个时期萌生，艺术呢也摆脱了传统的束缚。
When the Manchus demised the Ming dynasty, he became, a prince without a country, nation. Singing in the street, crying. That's why his name is Bada Shanren. He put it together, 4 characters put it together like a 2 character, means either cry or laugh.
Mr. Tsao's collection and the Tsao family collection is significant with regard to the 17th century on several levels. First of all, it's a nearly comprehensive survey of the century. And it's rare to have a collection of this type. I don't think there's any museum in which, in America, you could do an exhibition like this with the museum's collection. This exhibition really explores the way artists use painting to recreate for themselves a new identity in a very turbulent world.
Tsao also a monk. He was a Ming noble. But when the Ming ended of its empire, Shi Tao only was 4 years old. But the eunuchs afraid if the enemy catch him, they may just kill him. So secret took the little boy out.
曹先生呢，他收藏的古代书画非常精彩。他的收藏有他的特点，他从宋元一直到明清，每一件作品都选择其精品，选择其代表作，这样去梳理，用他的一生，那是非常难得。他甚至一个很小的名头也是非常精湛，因为他研究得很细。
How bitter to lose a country. How bitter to lose a family. Parents being killed.
他把这些东西跟整个中国的一个时代的一个背景和他对中国文化的认识和对中国的这种人情世故，他更关注的是一个时代的艺术的一个变迁。我觉得这个是他的这个收藏的最大的一个意义。
There's 4 season flowers. But only artists can do that. No one, even God cannot put a winter flower with the summer together. He could. That's what Shi Tao. Very free.
drove over to their apartment, a little one-room or two-room bedroom and a little living room off Presidio, the tiniest little place with a small, tiny living room. And I didn't see the bedroom and bathroom, but I assumed they're probably equally small. And here's Jung Ying Tsao. And in the worst broken English. I mean, it was impossible to have a conversation with at the point. And Elna sat there and had to translate, and he starts pulling out jibashurs and showing me these paintings. And I end up buying one from him. I think it was his first customer in the United States.
我记得第一次见的话，在那个朵云县，曹先生来访。那么那时候中美建交不久，所以曹先生其实到中国来，跟中国书画有关的人，我觉得应该是很早很早，就是典型的是个先驱者了。
He went to make his first return visit to China, and he asked me if I would like to help bankroll it. He said, "I'll see what I can buy for you." He brought back, let's say a number like 50 paintings, and told me to choose 20. And I did, and the other paintings went to other people. So I got first choice. I became his most obedient pupil.
这么多年前，20年前、30年前，他已经看到了今天。我觉得这点是相当不容易的。一般的话，比如说根据自己实力，我喜欢哪一块，真正的藏家，我就取这一块。那么有一些呢研究者，我理解这一块，我就取这一块。那么作为经营者，我这一块我能做生意的，我能有利的，我就取这一块。但是呢，我觉得曹先生的曹公呢，他是比较全面的，因为他看到20年、30年以后，中国艺术品会发展到什么程度。当然，这个程度呢，它不仅仅是我觉得在市场上、价值上面，而且对中国艺术品的认识上，我觉得它是有高度的。
80年以前，所有的海外的、美国的不用说，包括中国大陆、台湾，研究中国艺术史的、收藏中国书画的人，他们只看重的就是宋元的东西。那么既然人家都在谈宋元了，那些东西根本这么好的，结果人家反而不重视，没有人提倡，他就觉得自己应该去做这个工作，所以他宁可把宋元的画卖掉，来买17世纪。
他的这种意念，就是他的这种收藏的思想，我觉得呢是，就是像那个米菲所说的，他是一种对艺术的一种爱好，一种鉴赏，不是以这个理财为目的，所以他现在在他的收藏里面还保留了那么多的很精彩的作品。如果是理财的话，很多作品可能就散掉了。
I think of him as a collector, but he was often collecting for other people too. You know, and in terms of the gallery, he was of course collecting for himself, as evinced by the exhibition on view. But he was also had his clients in mind when he was collecting, always. You know, and he was building their collections as well. So he was a collector with many sub collections that he was helping to build, and he built some great ones, absolutely.
It was in the early 90s that we started actually, writing, doing the research and writing a manuscript for a book. He would hang a painting, look at it, study it, live with it, drink tea with it, listen to it, live it, and then interpret the painting. Just he would extemporize with all of his observations, influences on the artist, the school, the techniques, the philosophy behind the painting.
在美国呢，有几个跟曹先生一样的学者，当然我都不曾谋面啊。有王方宇先生，有王启谦先生，还有曹中英先生。
It wasn't until probably 2005, 2006 that I really got to know Mr. Tsao, and that's when I was working in Hawaii and we organized the exhibition of Father Richard Fabian's collection of late Qing and early 20th century Chinese paintings, most of which had been acquired from Mr. Tsao. The range of material in Fabian's collection was so extraordinary. Nobody that I knew that he was collecting 17th century paintings. In fact, I never knew this until years later. I had several more meetings with him, discovered that he owned this collection of 17th century painting that I don't think more than 5 or 10 people knew about.
This was his destiny, I understand that, because paintings would come to him out of nowhere, or he would go to an auction and no one knew that a great painting was coming up for sale. That was in the early days. And so I realized that this was his destiny. He was meant to bring collections together, to hand them down to posterity.
他的为人呢又很热情，这个很慷慨。你跑到他家里去，你说我要看画啊，他特别高兴。哦，看画好，他自己爬上爬下给你去拿下来，这个也是很难得的。
他有君子风范，但是他这个人呢又像个教授，又会做生意，但是他做生意不是这种剑拔弩张，好像马上就要砍你一刀那样。他做生意也是做得很儒雅，但是他也做得很会赚钱，这种是高手。
He would always care for the people around him first and attend to their interests before he attended to anyone else's interests, to his own interests, and how he really attended to the interests of the artwork and to the interests of the artists and their impact on the development of human culture and human civilization, first and foremost. This is a kind of moral or ethical framework that can guide one's life, that leads to what the Chinese Confucians call de, which is virtue.
他说我愿意跟不了解中国美术史人交流。他说这就是责任所在，就是他不知道嘛，我知道我就要告诉他们啊。那么这样的一个情况，那么这就是我觉得就是一种教育的本质嘛啊。教育就是让不懂的人、不了解的人去了解，这就是要把自己做一个桥梁来看待嘛。
没有人不知道曹中英先生，而且很多人都受他的影响，没有人不认识他，就是东边可能就王继谦先生吧，啊，影响力很大，西边可能就是曹先生。
I think that his legacy was to open the minds of Westerners to this deeper level of viewing Chinese paintings and the culture as a result.
To me, Mr. Tsao is the embodiment of Chinese culture and China's history of the 20th century. He was forced to leave China. Then he lived in Taiwan and settled into the US. He became a true global citizen. He traveled through India, Europe, Japan, and was able to build a family himself, was able to assimilate and thrive in all of these different cultures. But he retained in his heart this deep love and pride for China, and he was the embodiment of a Confucian gentleman, I would say.
No matter what the culture, art is always essence of culture. But the Chinese art is the essence of essence. That's very well said.